What do you think are going to be the hot trends taking place in 2023 for marketing and growing your audience online? I want to jump ahead here to some predictions that we might have on creator economy, digital marketing in 2023. What do you think are going to be the hot trends taking place in 2023 for marketing and growing your audience online?
So there's definitely been a lot of drama in 2022, all kinds of news about enterprises left, right, and center laying people off like crazy. Lots of people are concerned about the economy. Lots of people are concerned about inflation. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, inflation is touching you in a negative way. I think that businesses are going to be forced into the creator economy even stronger. The really productive creators out there are developing and cultivating a valuable and strong bond with their audience, their viewers. I predict companies are going to have to be a lot more aggressive into the creator economy and are going to have to loosen up their purse strings, as it were, and really pay these creators what they're worth. Historically speaking, I think creators are not charging enough for brand deals and sponsored videos and sponsored this or sponsored that.
What is not enough? What do you think? How much the average creator?
Well, they have formulas to figure out, and they're going to have like this one template that works for creators that have, up to 10,000 subscribers. And then they'll have another format that would apply for anyone up to 100,000 subscribers.
But do they go by subscribers? I was noticing this guy's podcast. He had somebody on a show that I kind of knew, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, he's got like 100,000 subscribers. And I looked at the video, and it looked suspicious. So then I looked, I'm like, what's his most popular video? And it was like a commercial for his show. And I was like, okay, maybe he was using YouTube ads. He had like 200,000, right?
Almost for sure, yeah.
And I started scrolling, and I was looking at his view count. I'm like, his subscribers are definitely fake. I was like, there's no way he has 200,000 subscribers and he's getting an average of like 500 views or something,
I completely agree, but unfortunately, I've always said this. Remember how long I've been saying this: viewer over subscriber. Views are way more valuable than subscribers, but most brands aren't educated in this sense, and they do put some weight into the subscriber count of the YouTuber channel. But I have to say this is really important. I stand by this. I think brands are going to have to start loosening up the purse strings and paying these creators a whole lot more if they want their brand to be in front of those eyeballs. And honestly, the brand better let the creator do what the creator does best. The brands really need to stop nitpicking at what the creators are doing. You are literally paying the creator to do exactly what they're doing. And if you're going to try to start micromanaging that creator, a smart creator will drop that brand no matter what they're being paid, because they don't want to do anything to risk losing the trust of their audience.
Of course.
But I have to say this: if the creator is entering into a brand deal, the creator absolutely needs to at least ask. They might not get it, but the creator has to ask for the sales data, so that you can quantify the value that you're actually bringing to. I couldn't care less if your channel only has 100 subscribers. If you're able to convert viewers into leads, into sales, and let's say that channel with 100 subscribers was able to get 20 paying clients for the brand, that was probably a really great deal compared to another channel that maybe has 50,000 subscribers and only got 5 sales. But the creator doesn't always have access to the sales data, and the brand is not going to want to turn over that sales data because they realize that there is some power in having access to that information, right?
Well, there's sometimes I notice that they'll do a promotion. Like I was watching Lou Later, and just this morning I was watching it, and I noticed he did an ad for Audible, but it was just like, go to Audible. It's like, how are they going to know if Audible, all they care about is like, go to Audible? It's just like an impressions. All they're trying to do is like get people to hear it. I hear it too with like Manscaped all the time, and like even like Shopify. They don't have like a tracking link. They'll just say like, go to there.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I also noticed it on Marketing School, Neil Patel and Eric Sue. It's so funny that the ad annoys me so much. It's for a hosting company. And now I actually cannot remember the name. That's so funny. But I think what they tried to do is getting people, they always say, go to their website or Google it. That's what they say. And the reason they say Google it is because the more people who go to Google to do it's called a brand query, that brand is going to have a higher affinity.
Yeah.
That's why even when I picked the name web friendly, people naturally use the words web friendly when describing things. So it helps our site have a higher affinity because Google's algorithm might assume they're talking about us. Yeah, I've seen a lot of ads on YouTube videos that are not like, go to this. Actually, maybe Lou Later does say, go to audible.com/Lou Later. maybe.
Oh, okay. I would be shocked if he doesn't use some kind of link to track. Otherwise, how are they going to be able to track the success of that campaign?
I have noticed a lot of YouTubers, reading off ads for things and then not having a way to track it. And I was like, why would the sponsor, like, all we want is just say our name. That's it, let people hear it. But that is interesting, getting the data. I think you're right. All right, next prediction I got for you.
What do you got?
So I was talking to a friend about this. He has an online community and he was thinking about pivoting the niche of it. So right now it's more of like a personal development thing, but the majority of the people who are in the community are freelancers who want to travel. And I was saying, I think you should just dump the personal development aspect of like, this is a community for personal development to this is a community for freelancing. And one of the groups is personal development. That's cool. And the reason for that is I think all these people getting laid off are all very talented people. Like with these big tech companies, right? You hear, Google laying off, Facebook's laying off, Twitter, Amazon, right?
Twitter, yep. Amazon.
These are talented people, right? They're developers, first of all. A lot of developers. They all got severance, right? You can't just fire somebody in most places, right? They got a nice severance package. They're skilled. They made some friends at work. They team up. They're going to start some startups. I think we're going to see on Product Hunt a lot of things coming up in this next year, 2023. A lot of new products coming out. A lot of new freelancers. And I think those freelancers, they're going to be new to entrepreneurship. They're going to be new to getting business. I think marketing agencies are going to have a lot more business doing marketing stuff for other people. I think I'm going to be good. But I think communities, online communities and helping people to connect together, because, ever since COVID and people aren't doing as many live events, there's definitely not as many live events as there was before. Even myself, I was doing live events. COVID kind of killed it. I still haven't. It's hard to get that flywheel back, right?
Yeah.
It's like I keep thinking about how I'm going to get back to 100 people every single Monday night. So it's like, how would I even start it again? And it's like, I know how to start it again, but it's like, okay, it's like a lot of work. Before I had the leverage to be able to do the event so easily. Like
you had momentum.
I had momentum, but like people would always say like, how do you do this every Monday night? You're crazy. I'm like, it just happens. It's just like, I'm not like, because everything's going. And like people would always try to convince me to be a speaker. I'm like, I don't need to go find speakers. I just know people. I'm like, hey, you should speak. And I would get great speakers because I'm just always in it. So I think that's what kind of killed all these live events. So I think that people want to connect. I've been saying this for a long time. I think the future of social media is a lot of social media networks, a lot of niche networks. I'm sick of Facebook. I think about doing like a community just for internet marketers where we can just chat internet marketing stuff and there's no BS marketing stuff. It's like we cool marketers just talking about, right? We have different groups. This group talk about YouTube marketing. This group, you can talk about Twitter marketing, whatever, right? There could be a job board, whatever we need, but there's no BS stuff. We don't got to worry about people trashing Elon Musk. There's not going to be a bunch of crypto talk. Well, maybe there might be a channel for that, just so they don't talk about it. Anyways, so I think that niche social networks. So I think these community platforms are going to get bigger and bigger. And the other big thing that I'm surprised has not been a huge thing yet, I don't think it's that huge, is a community platforms or just everybody having their own mobile app. I think there's a use case for a mobile app for almost everybody. So I think every community needs to have a mobile app because you look at all social networks, they're all mobile first. I was surprised to find out that even that Facebook is like 90% mobile now. YouTube is 60% mobile, right? Because there's definitely a use case for watching videos on YouTube, like on a desktop.
Okay, so now that you've gotten a taste of the power that YouTube marketing will bring you and your business, now you realize you got to get started. But where do you get started? Let alone scaling a YouTube channel. How do we even just start a YouTube channel? Well, that's why you got to go to yt4business.com, find the link below. It's an entire A to Z program that will take you every step of the way. We'll see you there.